A bit of a boomer commander here with crew fix. My submission is a Crewfix God of Horizons aggressive ramp control deck that ramps really fast and stockpiles that mana to cast strong sorceries and or big creatures, preferably strong sorceries. And locks my opponents down. My main win con is Mathemagics, which I want to lean into more. Okay, so Mathemagics is like we're making our opponent draw their entire deck by stockpiling enough mana. I want it to be an interesting high bracket 4, low bracket 5 deck. You are a psychopath because there's no shot in hell that this is going to be CEDH playable. That can relatively function in competitive tournaments. Like, yeah, you'll be able to do like a couple of cute things, but at current state, this is really not this is not even remotely close to CEDH playable. The deck list is very outdated. Games feel boring. I never feel like I played a satisfying game of Magic. It needs to draw more to balance it out. I want Mathematics as the main win con. Plus, it's really hard to get all three opponents dead with it. Sometimes I don't have any mana dorks or ramp. A single counter spell will ruin the game. Everyone targets me sad face. Despite out this, it actually wins a lot. I never feel like I played a satisfying game of Magic. Okay, that seems really bad. Speaking of really bad, this list is just not that good. Where to start? It's way too slow. Right. Okay, no. Sure. Draw. Castle Garenbrig. Next turn. Island. Here's Sanctum Weaver. Next turn. Here's Kinnan. 1, 2, 3. Palantir of Orthonk. Try 2. Bottom. Your opponent probably makes you mill a card. And you die to a Wombo. You've died to Keurig. You're tapped out of counter spells. And you've lost. So, if you want this to be like, you need to become evil. This is what needs to happen. Crewfix it literally does nothing. You have doubling cube. So we have a bunch of basics because we have Wintermoon. Do we have back to basics? We do not have back to basics. We probably also need the silly blue lady. Why are we running this Jin Gataxis? Like, this is not that playable. But I do want it to stay Crewfix because he's pretty cool. He just does nothing. Is my main concern. Crewfix does nothing. He lets me stockpile mana to do stuff early. So I need you to realize that stockpiling mana is bad. It means you are not being mana efficient and you have no tempo. That's what stockpiling mana means. Do you know what a good deck does? It spends all of its mana every turn cycle. That's what a good deck does. Yeah, early too. Yeah, that's a very weird word. It lets you stockpile mana early. Yeah, Crewfix is 5 mana. That's late game in CEDH. If you've made it to turn 5 in a CEDH game, something has gone wrong. The stacks player is winning. You're about to get killed. Hang on. I'm going to pull up my friend's not Ulelect deck, sorry. What's the name of the other one? I'm gonna pull up my friend's Architect. Okay. This is my friend Christian. He has a bracket 4 deck. It's kind of like Fringe CEDH. Commander. Made decks. Gonti Zula docking. How do you playtest on this godforsaken website? Whatever, we're just gonna copy it. I want you to show you what your opponents are going to look like. This is a bad CEDH deck. I need you to keep this in mind. This is an awful CEDH deck. It is not a good deck. This deck loses to everything, except when the game goes long, which is what you're trying to do with your deck. Okay, draw. Urza's Tower. Next turn. Talon Gates of Madara. Here's Grim Monolith. I guess you can go Staff of Completion with 3 and then Grim Monolith. Okay, Darksteel Citadel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ultima. Next turn. Okay, it is now turn 4. This is the same turn we playtested to last time. 1, 2, 3. So this taps for an additional colorless. So that's 4. 5, 6. Here's Zuladoc. Pay 4 life, draw a card. 1. Oh, 1 here. We can attack and then put a blight counter here as well. So we play Voltaic Key. Tap for 3. Tap for 3. Eldrazi Confluence, protect our board, make an Eldrazi Scion or whatever. Chalice of the Void. All right, here we go. 1, 2. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So X is 4. We cascade. Okay, here's Basalt Monolith. Pardon the Great Creator. Like, what are we doing? Okay, high bracket 4, I guess. Yeah, this is still like bracket 4 though, this list. But what we'll need to be doing here, I do really want to keep Krufix even though he's really bad. Okay, understood. I'm hearing you loud and clear. Null Elemental Blast comes out. Eldritch Immunity comes out. These are very niche cards. They're colorless, that's cute, whatever, it doesn't matter. Jin, fine. Foreign Flex, okay. Nyx Plumation, alright. Topiary Lecture, I think, is way too slow. Selvala makes sense. Enduring Vitality works better with a wide board. Elvish Spirit Guide is a little too fragile. Lighthouse Chronologist. We're not making a ton of blue. We're making a ton of colorless. Badgermole Cub makes some amount of sense. Reality Chip out. Nope. So we muddled the mixture for Mathemagics. We should probably get a Spell Seeker. So Spell Seeker can get Mathemagics. We almost certainly need some amount of free counter magic, like Fierce Guardianship. And this helps you with your counterspell problem, right? So Fierce Guardianship, Force of Will. Right, we're not on a budget restriction or anything, right? Like this is. So there's no mention of it. Okay. I don't think I particularly enjoy Expropriate here. Like, extra turns are great and all, but Mana Reflection. We have Seedborn Muse already. Okay, Freed Sanctum Weaver is the combo there. But we don't have, like, Pemin's Aura. Which is another Freed from the real. Wilderness Wreck, I'm a little questioning of. Making buckets of mana. What about Dark Depths? That is a very cute thought. It's not good, but, like, it's a cute thought. Kozilek's Command is insane. Reverse the Ulvenwald, because we're going to be leaning a little bit into Delirium. I think Delirium's a very funny way to be doing this sort of stuff. Aminatu's Augury. And plus, being more graveyard themed allows you to reach into your graveyard more often, which lets you replay your Mathemagics more often. So Portent of Calamity comes in. Brainstorm, Brain Surge. I already put Malevolent Rumble in, right? No, I did not. So, Malevolent Rumble. Eternal Witness needs to come in. Urban Burgeoning. Not the best. Can now cut a couple of lands because we have Traverse, which is a land. How does it win? If you cast this on your opponent, they die. Yeah, Timeless Witness comes in. And then you probably want to go... The other two. Well, that's why I'm adding the Eternal Witnesses. You do know that this card can grab a card from your graveyard, right? And then puts it back in your hand? That's what this card does, so you can use it multiple times. I know it's a novel concept and all that, but... and then we do, like, Displacer Kitten. Maybe we add a Coveted Jewel to go with the Displacer. Oh, look who's growing in price, you little worm. Coveted Jewel. So Coveted Jewel in, which is another card type for Delirium. Amp comes out. Doppelgang could be fun with all the witnesses. Yeah, with the stupid idiot card too. Spellseeker would work well too. Yeah, let's do Doppelgang. Okay. We now have Doppelgang. Let's play test this out. It's probably going to play a lot better. Wow, all islands. Steal another hand. Let's add an Ash Barrens and a Fabled Passage. Right, these both fix your mana and still get basics only. Already have Crop Rotation. Okay. I dust. Draw. Island. Next turn. Forest. Nature's Lore. Type. Forest. Let's get Hedge Maze. We do not run a Hedge Maze. We only run basic Forest. That's insane. Here's Island. 1, 2. Here's Cannon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We play Crufix. We get counterspelled and die. So, what sucks here? Amphibian Downpour. Honestly, Cannon's lacking. Well, Basics only CEDH is not actually that crazy, because Back to Basics is that good. Right? Well, it's still, like, not the best, but, like, there's a thought here, right? There's a thought process happening with Wintermoon and Back to Basics and Basic Lands, right? That is... it makes it can you can at least pretend you have a strategy. So, from here, we need more mana dorks. Fairy Mastermind out. Rapid hybridization, Pongify. A Pongify can probably stay. You probably keep one. Awake in the Woods looks a little awkward. Okay, so we have 3 slots to play with. Let's add more mana dorks. What mana dorks do we want to add? Probably Bird. So Birds is already in. Misdirection's another free counterspell. Yeah. But like, we're looking for acceleration here, chat. We can do Arbor Elf. Overgrowth. Utopia Sprawl. And then you do minus burgeoning wild growth. Because I like the oh wait, no, we already have wild growth. Utopia Sprawl. Okay, so we can stick with burgeoning. Sure. Burgeoning. Hooray, let's play test. This card. Draw. Forest. Elvish Mystic. Island. 1, 2, 3. Overgrowth. Forest. One, 2. Nature's Lore. Or actually, let's just cast Crewfix. Okay, Crewfix has been cast. And we should have played a land last turn. This turn. Fabled Passage. Get Island. Green. Green. Zavala. 1, 2, 3. Palantir of Orthonk. End step. Influence counter. Scry 2. Bottom. Reveal. Mill. Tap this. We now have 1 colorless floating forever. 1, 2. Cannon. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Haha. So green. 1. Tap. Make 4. In any combination. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's make one less this. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is cast for 6. So X is 2. So we draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We would have made 1 more mana off cannon. And then 1 more mana off cannon. So we could actually draw a little more. We draw 8. So we have 4 lands. Let's go Forest, Carpet, Personal Tutor, Fortin of Calamity. Oh no. Oh wait, no, it's Personal Tutor sucks with Palantir. What are we doing here? But I usually use Mathemagic on my opponents, by the way. Yes, do you want to sit Hellbent with that entire time, waiting, hoping, praying that you draw a different card draw spell? No, use it. Use it to draw cards. I know you use it on your opponents to win. You can still use it on yourself to draw cards, though. By the way, look at how awesomely Crewfix saved us mana here. Like we generated 1 mana off Crewfix that game. Yes, we are running Timeless Witness and Friends to pick it back up after we use it. We can use it on ourselves a couple of times. Here, I'm going to show you a deck that I used to play. This is a deck I used to play. It would be a perfect home for Mathemagics. I really recommend you watch my YouTube video about this. So this is Tekethal and Query Dominus. It wins with Blue Sun Zenith. I generate tons of mana, like hundreds of mana, and then I draw most of my library, and then I use cantrips and make my opponents draw their entire decks. Like, we can literally witness how broken this deck is. Is this keepable? No. Is this keepable? It's better. Sure, let's keep it. Draw. Let's go Island. And then turn 2 Surprise and Scary, which is a dual land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tekethal. Next turn. 1, 2. Ripples of Potential. Proliferate. Then choose any number. 0. 1, 2. I will draw a card. Next turn. Okay, here's Everflowing Chalice. So we're getting very close to winning here. So we have a counter on Everflowing Chalice. We remove a counter here. Remove a counter here. Or tap this, and then we can proliferate. Once again, doubling our proliferates. Academy Ruins. Soul Ring. Mindless Automaton. One, two, three. Because I went 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so never mind. We're going to untap this. Because this was to play the Mindless. This activates Karn's Bastion. Now, whenever we proliferate, we also draw a card. Remove a counter. Here's Throne of Geth. I think I just used Pull from Tomorrow too early. But we can kill... Draw 2. Okay, here we go. Finale. So we have 1 mana floating. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Surge Node. Preordain. 2. Okay, I think we just got really flooded there. That's pretty bad. I promise I'll get a good example game, and you can see how beautiful this is. Trinket Mage, Mycosynth Gardens. This is keepable. Island next turn. Island. In like Muddle the Mixture something even. Okay, Core Tapper is broken. And the reason why is that this turn you get to go dink, 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 Trinket Mage for Astral Cornucopia. And then you tap Core Tapper, you put 2 counters on the Astral Cornucopia. And that's broken. You can sink into Stupor or something. And then here you go. Oop. Mystic Sanctuary, put Muddle the Mixture back on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's Tekethal. You can put 2 more counters on your Astral Cornucopia. Oh, you put 1 counter at a time, my fault. You sack to put 2. Next turn. Hooray! We can now go 1, 2, 3, and then we can draw 7 cards on the end step while holding up a counterspell. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Next turn. Okay, here we have Filigree Sage's infinite mana. This shuffles back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because Filigree Sage's untaps this artifact. Yay! Infinite mana. What do we do with infinite mana? Well, good question. Here we don't have a payoff for it. Except for the fact that we can also take infinite turns. Because we reshape an artifact, Glistening Sphere, into the stupid card. Scepter. We put a charge counter here. And then we just need to proliferate once. We proliferated once. Take an extra... we'll take... untap this artifact, or put another charge counter on this artifact, untap this artifact, and now this is infinite turns, like deterministically. And then you use the stupid Expel to draw out your opponents. Right? Like, I don't know. I think this is achieving what you're trying to do, but just better in every single way. And like that game, we used the card that we normally combo with on ourselves to win. Okay, no, you've convinced me to change the commander, but it shouldn't be Kinnan. Let's do ID equals Simic. What to do? Do like a Modi. There's a lot of big spells here. The only problem with the Modi is it makes counter spells a lot harder to use. Omo's something. Make this a bit more of a land deck. But then we'd probably have to ditch like Freed from the Real and stuff. Also, almost a little fragile. I mean, I'm just a fan of a Modi in general. Cascade, spells you cast at the end of every 6 or greater have Cascade. You Cascade, Displacer Kitten explodes everyone. Tameo? Tameo could work. Actually, Tameo's perfect for this. Yeah, let's do Tameo. Yeah, because Tameo's a regrowth on the back. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Ta-da! Guess what? It's an instant or sorcery spell. Yeah, so you play Tameo. She just like accrues value for you over time. You can Mathemagic yourself the first time. Tameo flips over. You minus Tameo. You pick up Mathemagics. Hooray. Okay. I don't even know if that changes anything about the 99. I still think the 99 looks like this. Like maybe you go out Overgrowth, but like, I don't know. It kind of fits the Delirium theme that's already going on. Until a turn, right? Yeah, but you just plus Tameo and then whatever. Ideally, you're just like so like insanely ahead that it doesn't even matter. Like this is a keepable hand because you go Island Tameo. Next turn, Forest, Elvish Mystic, Soul Ring, attack with Tameo, crack the clue. Forest, Birds of Paradise. Green blue, here's Kinnan. We're so close to infinite mana. If we played the Birds of Paradise first, it would be fine, right? Because we could go blue, blue, 1, 2, 3, Freed from the Real, and then this is infinite mana if we played the birds first. That was just a mistake on my part. So we're already infinite mana right now. And then you Amanatu's Augury. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can cast any number of them and then put a land into play. So you put a Forest into play tapped. Here's Nyx Bloom Ancient. That's our creature. Or no, let's do Jingatax. This is our creature. Or Seaborn Muse could also be our creature. Yeah, Seaborn Muse is the better creature. Enchantment is Nyx Bloom Ancient. And the rest go on the bottom. Okay, great. Untap for your turn. We attack with Tameo, draw a card from the clue. And then now we just Kinnan every turn. Hooray, Kinnan! Yay! Tap 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's Hullbreaker Horror. Have fun. Oh, also, we put our entire library into play. This isn't even a tap ability. Hooray. Every creature we have in our deck is in play. Actually, Seaborn Muse is way worse. Are you looking at your screen? Are you looking at the screen right now? Everything is perfect. This is turn 3. Rob. Island, Tameo. Next turn. Forest. Sanctum Weaver. Elvish Mystic. Hooray. Draw a card. Urza Saga. Here's Winter Moon. You're annoying now. Crop rotation. You can crop rot for whatever you want. Yeah, like... This shit's broken. I think we've just about gotten there. I don't know if I still believe in burgeoning. I hate to say. But I don't like Personal Tutor and Palantir. Like, those felt a little awkward. I would prefer you be on Mystical Tutor. Of course. Like a broken ass magic card. And you could do like Peregrine Drake stuff. Why Sanctum Weaver, by the way? Sanctum Weaver goes infinite with Freed from the Real and etc. Pemin's Aura. Yeah, I'm gonna just add Peregrine Drake. And Ghostly. What does this do? So Ghostly Flicker can let you flicker Eternal Witness and Peregrine Drake. You flicker them a bunch of times, make infinite mana. You Mathematics an opponent, they die. You then flicker Eternal Witness, Peregrine Drake. You get Mathematics back to your hand. Or no, you need 2 Eternal Witnesses, of which you do run. You have Timeless Witness and Eternal Witness. But, yeah. That seems like a pretty decent way to go about doing this sort of junk. Maybe Mana Reflection's like too cute. I think that could be true. What other broken bullshit can we run? We already have the Tameo and we already had the Brainstorm and the Brain Surge for Tameo. We already have Traverse, Port of Calamity. Kozilek's Command's a little bit more awkward now. We probably shouldn't be running that without Crewfix. Honestly, these are also very awkward without Crewfix, but... Mirror Pool's a little awkward without Crewfix too. Yeah, maybe not Urza's Saga, even though it's Soul Ring. Like, Careful Study. We're not trying to like turbo flip Tameo or anything. It's more just like a thing that happens. Can we add an artifact land because of Urza Saga? That's not how Urza Saga works. And even then, Frantic Search has to be better than that. Emeritus of Ideation. No, this card sucks. Sorry. Frantic Search is good with the mana doublers too. Yeah, I mean, we have like some auras. Yeah, let's do Frantic. Can't turn to it is the only thing. Yeah, when would you ever want to do that? I don't know. Just not needed. You don't need a turbo ramp Tameo. Speaking of, I think we maybe have reached the point where these 2 mana ramp spells are probably just not it. We have a bunch of 1 mana ramp. That's better. So we already have Swan Song. An offer you can't refuse. Turnabout? No. I want more counter magic. I'm sorry. We already have Swan Song and offer. I don't want to put like foil in. Foil's a little bad. Cure's Follower, it's a little slow. Cure's Follower is slow. Right, because you need land aura, Pemin's Aura, Kiyora's Follower, and an enchanted blue land to go infinite. Bloom Tender? No. No, right? I guess it's like Sanctum Weaver in a way. Yeah, we can do Bloom Tender. I don't really like the idea that much, but it's a thing we can do. We just run like actual counterspell. Like surely actual counterspell is way too slow, right? Maybe Blessed Respite for Graveyard Hate. Force of Vigor. Endurance. Okay. I think that works. 3 steps ahead, that's way too expensive. I think Endurance is more the speed of this deck. God, I remember the card was like $15. I think this is about as good as I'm going to get this list. Force of Negation, correct. Ding. That should go in. Tammy OP, long story short. So let's get Tammy, Force of Negation in here. And we can cut actual counterspell. Okay, great. Yeah, looks good. So we added Displacer Kitten combo. We added Almanach's Augury to cheat. We added Traverse the Windwall, which is like a land, but you can also use it to tutor. Seedborn Muse plus Kinnan is broken. Seedborn Muse plus Clues you can use. Like those are both not bad. Okay. Yeah, I think it's about good to go. I'm glad we got there in the end.